bro. Because if you know drugs is killing your people,
where they get the drugs from?
No.
Where they get the guns from?
My story, they went across seas and got the drugs themselves. That was happening. Where
did guns come from?
Listen, bro. Listen. At the end of the day, we know this, but it happened up here too, whatever. People from New York used to go to down south and buy guns legally.
New York.
Then come back here and traffic guns to the city.
It's still the States.
That shit was happening back then.
Still
it wasn't
the
no
States.
white man dropping up a gun like you're making a scene. It was black people actually going to the south, buying guns, and bringing them up north to sell them to their peoples.
Yeah.
So my thing is...
But the white man had access to the gun. They didn't have to travel.
You hear what I just said? Black man went down south and bought the guns legally.
From who?
From the gun stores. You can do this right now.
Yeah.
So my thing is, there was...
So you talking about back then? You think back then black men could go buy guns back then?
My father born in Alabama, but he owned mad shotguns from a kid.
That's not a that's a
guns.
shot, but
No. It's still guns. At my point, and it does more damage. So what I'm saying is, he got guns down south, and he's born in 1945. So he's born.
Damn.
He's doing that time segregation all them times, right? So my thing is, you can still buy guns as a black man down south. Hence, Black Panther would have guns up here in New York legally at one point, because
down south, I think the age to buy a gun, I think it's like 14.
It's like 15 or 16.
16, I think.
They probably moved the age back. My point is this, right?
Shotguns.
So my thing is this. So when you see Frank Lucas going out of the country to get drugs and bring them back in caskets.
Who he was selling it to?
To the black people. That's my whole point.
I'm talking about like big transactions. Wasn't it like white people, Cubans and shit like that?
He was going to cross seas to the Asian community country.
I know what you mean.
And getting mad drugs.
And he had different people selling it in the neighborhood.
And he got it back and brought it to the country and brought it into Harlem. So I'm saying is, we skip past that part and still blame a white man. I said, this nigga literally brought it in himself.
Okay.
Hold on. And they be big him up. I mean, nigga, that's where he saw the drugs for cheap in the community, and people was dying. Crack separated mothers from their children.
And cocaine.
Okay, can I see something real quick?
One second.
Okay.
And what happened there? They wearing fur coats. I want to be flashy. Harlem became the fashion land.
And it
right?
ain't.
Everybody, whoa. But he's poisoning your country. I mean your city. But for some reason, we still skip past all this shit and still blame white supremacy for that happened. I'm like, that was literally us. We played first hand in it. How can you blame white people for a black man going out the country, bringing in drug trafficking, coke himself, under dead bodies, in caskets, and poisons the whole community? Bumpy Johnson, it's a true. This is all true. Nicky Barnes, it's all true.
But you know what though? You're not gonna have a race of perfect people.
Is that white supremacy?
You're not.
That's the question. That white supremacy.
You said, is that white supremacy?
What I just said.
Yeah, it's still white supremacy. I give Maddox. I have the mindset. I already know the mindset of how you thinking, because people can make their own decisions.
White supremacy thinking about yourself.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I want to hear what you guys say.
No, wait, you better go off right now. But my question was that white supremacy? What I just said, was that white supremacy?
I don't think so.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, white supremacy is something that's done to people subconsciously and consciously. So it's about your circumstances and the situations and what's presented to you as options that you can find ways to make money. So if you don't have so many options on going to a corporate or going to a bank and getting a loan, or wanting to open up a store and they got to check your credit and you got to have this credit score, and you go over here, all the Chinese people own this, and all the fucking this Latinos is dealing with Latinos, and only thing niggas is might getting is a barbershop, and they not owning a barbershop. They might get a fucking hair salon, right? Because these are the opportunities that's
No.
given. Hold on.
No, son.
Bro, I'm not saying that
ahead,
everybody's outcome is the same. I'm just giving you something that you can visualize to see what I'm speaking about, bro. That we don't own anything.
Who forced
That's
that?
by choice.
Bro, listen,
you.
hold up. Cause if I could, all right. If you right now, bro, if you could go to a bank right now, your business would be totally different.
I can go to a bank right now.
Hold on.
Literally, I can do that right now.
Hold on. But it's okay, listen. If you wanted to go to a bank right now, right? Say it depends on, well, I don't want to speak about situations. Let's just put it like this. You go to a bank, right? Your credit not good. You never had a loan before and you ain't got no money in the bank. See, some people's situations is different. Now, some people may have a come up. Some people learned how to save their money and let that shit stack. So sometimes they might give you a chance because they see you have a little something in your account. So they might fuck with you. But what I'm talking about in the majority of times, because it don't matter. When you go to these banks, the people that's in charge that own the banks, bro, they will allow certain shit to go through for specific types of people. I'm not saying that everybody can't break the curse and people can't find their way out, because like I said, look at us. I'm not saying I'm rich, but I'm not where I want to be. I know a lot of Arabs is doing way better than me, bro. And they only been in America for like a year or two, but guess what? They own a store.
So is African.
Hold on.
So is African.
Hold on. The
So
African
black.
Hold on, bro. What I'm trying to say is, I go to these places. I keep telling you, American is not. When the fucking white people go tourists, where they go to Jamaica, they go to fucking Africa, they go to these places because they don't have an issue with them. They have an issue with Americans, ghetto niggas, ghetto people, black people, that a system that was set up for the slaves that was here, the Americans, not Africans that came here. We not Africans that came here. Stop thinking that. We didn't, listen, one thing real quick. We didn't come from Africa. Stop mixing us.
I'm not saying that.
Don't mix us with Jamaicans.
Hold on. You go all over the place. Is it true or not that a lot of slaves was Africans? That's not true.
I'm not an African. Are you African?
No. I ain't say you were. I said, is it true that a lot of slaves was Africans?
I don't know. I don't know, bro, because I don't know who was actually brought here. It's bro, people. There was
documented, bro.
Listen. You got Africans that look like us, and we got us that look like Africans. But what I'm trying to say is, you even got white people that you could put a white person and a black person together, and they look identical. But that just this person is white and this person is. So what I'm trying to say is, there is resemblance between us, but we are not them. We are not Africans. We are Americans that were born here already. So they have a specific hate and a specific target of race of people, bro. So why do you keep bringing up Africans and Jamaicans?
Because slaves was literally Africans and Jamaicans in the West. Because it's something called the port of Spain and the western ports in Trinidad. It literally is the true slave ports.
So the Jamaicans was getting hung out here. Yes. The Jamaicans was getting hung out here.
It's called the Atlantic Trade.
There was already slaves.
And slaves were getting hung. What are you talking about, bro?
I'm talking about the Americans.
Just to intervene to talk
Americans,
about.
I'm sorry. Go
just
ahead.
to intervene to talk about. You mentioned about
Atlantic slave trade. Go ahead.
I'm talking men. Shut up. I'm tired of this shit.
That's how you do it.
I'm a mama. Bitch, I'm a mom. But just to intervene what you were saying about going to a bank, getting a loan. There are banks that's out there, right, that will allow you to get $150 to $200K loan with a credit score of only 560.
Why didn't you take it?
Excuse
Not
me?
trying to be rude, but why didn't you take it?
No one said I didn't take it. How you know what the hell I took? But anyhow.
You're right. Okay. You're right.
PPP loans?
You could have said, yeah, I did or I didn't.
PPP loans.
No PPP loans.
No, I'm saying all of black people had a PPP loans.
But that's not white supremacy.
And they going to jail now.
That's not white supremacy.
You proved my point.
When I say that's not white supremacy, that's your taxes that you work for.
They say the government white supremacy. So I'm saying, if we're getting the government, if we can PPP.
But I didn't finish what I was saying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm tired of this shit. Every week. Not just playing. But there's banks that will give you loans. You can freaking buy a house. if you're not well educated on certain stuff, you become stuck in a stigma. If you do not educate yourself, if you do not do your research, you be stuck in a stigma. You can buy a house for $100. For $100, you can buy a house.
Yeah, how much more are you gonna spend?
You can do what the Caucasian people do. They start banks within themselves. You can create a trust. You can create a bank through that trust. You can use your LLC to buy a house, buy a car. If you do not educate yourself, you're stuck in the stigma and you feel like you're stuck. And all in reality, you're not educating yourself. So that's why you feel like you're not making it nowhere.
Everybody that actually became successful.
0. Nah.
2 minutes left.
Every person that came successful or anybody that spoke against the government either got killed, right? Their system got shut down when they say, yo, we don't want nothing to do with the white man. Dr. Malachi Z. York, he went, I think he was in Georgia. Hold on, wait.
We got 2 minutes.
Okay, do your thing.
We got 2 minutes, bro.
Do your thing.
Listen, and that's a lot too, because last time I checked, Public Enemy is still living. And they was going against the government that whole time.
What? Fight the power.
Flavor Flav is still out here like this, nigga.
Yeah, boy.
He's still out here, bro. We only pick and choose when somebody that dies. See, no, sometimes people do things. People do things, y'all, and it's called death. They do die.
Yeah.
Because they die and not the government anyway.
Not.
But anyway, y'all, wrap this one up, man.
Yo, do the. What y'all think though? Do it. Do the. Do you think that white supremacy?
Do it.
Because you do it.
You better use the camera and time running out.
Do you think that white supremacy has taken over the black lives and infiltrated their minds, or you think black people are just motherfucking lazy and stupid and can't get out the curse?
That's not what I said, but okay, later, y'all.
Deuces.
I'm dead.